Hi, my name is Jen Matson, and today we're going to be doing a low-carb club sandwich. Now, how are we going to do that? Well, what's got the carbs when it comes to a club sandwich? It's the bread, right? So we got to remove the bread. The way we're going to do that is we're going to be using Parmesan cheese. So I know that sounds a little crazy, but I'll show you. And it's really easy, and I'll walk you through it. Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to preheat our oven to 325 degrees. So get that going. And while we're waiting for the oven to preheat, we'll get our Parmesan cheese ready. And I have quite a bit of it grated up here. See, it's grated nice and fine. And I've got a 3-inch cookie cutter. So we're going to start by putting the cookie cutter on our baking sheet, which is lined with a Silpat. Now, what a Silpat is, it's a silicone sheet. See, it's like a piece of rubber. The nice thing about it is it can be washed and reused. If you don't have one, don't worry about it. Use parchment paper, which you can find at any grocery store. You just need something to line your baking sheet with so that the cheese does not stick. So using my cookie cutter, I'm just going to use it as a guide, and I'm going to carefully just kind of sprinkle in, well, not too carefully, 2 tablespoons or so of the grated cheese. And we're just looking for a nice, thin, even layer. See? Looks like that. Okay. Now that's that. We're going to slip these into a 320-degree oven. They're going to take anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. But what's more important is to know what you're looking for when they're done. Because if you overbake them, they're too crispy, they won't work very well for you. But you do want to see them melted, and you want to see a slight coloration on the outside. So we'll pop them in the oven. While we're waiting on that, we're going to prep the rest of our ingredients. What I've got are 2 big, beautiful, fine ripened beefsteak tomatoes. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the core out. 2. And we're looking for about 3/4 of an inch slice, so a nice thick hearty slice. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle it just with a little salt. Number 1 pops the flavor a little bit, which is good. Just a little tiny sprinkling of it. Grab some nice fresh basil. It's got to be fresh. You're looking for younger, tender leaves like this. And since I'm making 2 sandwiches today, I'm going to need 4 nice, huge, beautiful basil leaves. So all you're going to do is just kind of give it a couple of rough chops like that. Very simple. We'll set that aside, and we'll wait for our Parmesan cheese rounds to get nice and toasty and ready to assemble. We're going to check on our Parmesan cheese. And yeah, these are looking good. There's a little bit of brown around the edges and the top. They look like lacy cookies, don't they? You can see the beads of moisture as that moisture is evaporating off the top. And we're going to let these sit for, 3 to 4 minutes or so. And they're going to cool off, and as they cool off, that excess moisture is going to evaporate, and they're going to harden up a little bit. So we're just going to leave these here for a couple minutes. We've got our Parmesan crisps here. We're using these instead of the bread. They've been cooling for 5 to 7 minutes or so. And they firmed up really nicely. As you can see, they look like little lace cookies. So all we have left to do is assemble our sandwiches and eat them. So let me show you how to do that. We're going to put one of our Parmesan crisps down on our plate. Take a beautiful slice of the tomato. Take a couple of our basil leaves that we've cut so beautifully here. And a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil just over the top. The epitome of the club sandwich is having the 3 layers of bread, so we're going to make sure we do that with another Parmesan crisp, another big juicy slice of tomato, another couple of basil leaves, and another drizzle of our olive oil, and then top it with the remaining Parmesan crisp. chewy, it's fresh, it's delicious. You will never miss the bread in this.